Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose, this is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. With a sunrise spark, fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
What about now? Can you hear me? Who else watching? Let me hook the mic up. I'm gonna hook the microphone up so that might be a little better. But it say my mic working. I don't know why you can't hear me, Angie. Can you hear me now? Or put some in the comments. I got the microphone now. Should be able to hear me loud and clear. Let me know if you can hear me. I don't know why. They done gave me a mask. I had to go in the building. They gave me a mask, man. I ain't putting this shit on. Ain't no people still out here with that. Oh, okay, that's good. I don't. Was it your volume or was it? Man, I hope this joint don't be having me going in and out today. It does that sometimes. That's why I gotta ask y'all in the comments. What up, Dickie? Dickie, hear that? I seen you popped in last night, man. The show was over by then, though, man. But I appreciate you tapping in and leaving comments. That was love right there. That was love. They got a lot going on out here, though. I've been out there this morning, and it's probably 1,000 people up there at the gas station. I don't understand what's going on. You got police everywhere. I'm talking not just like one cop, like they riding around like 10 cars deep, like together, like in a line. And they not in like regular police cars, they in like unmarked cars. So it's just a lot going on this early in the morning, especially with all these kids out here. There's people going through shit. So what up, brother? See, I was out and drinking. You back drinking, man? I know you ain't back drinking, brother. That's the best thing. That's when you be lit.
Wake up with the sun
Yeah,
in a
somebody
steaming
just pop.
cup. Tune
Yeah.
into the show where the vibes heat up. The
Man,
morning
his
Mac
joint
got the
acting up
flavor,
too.
got
Oh,
the
there you
glow.
go. What up,
Start it
I'm
right,
man?
here.
let your
What's
energy
going
flow.
on, Molly?
Nah, man, I'm cooling and just wondering where everybody's at. You know,
I
I'm
didn't
like,
see it on the morning Mac joint. I tried to. I was trying to watch and I ain't see it, and then I was like, "Yo, he's sending me a link. He sent me the link. Maybe I just go hop on the link then."
dang, that's weird. Well, we
Yeah,
got
because I was
people
on
in
the
here, they
morning Mac.
watching it.
Hold on, let me make sure I'm not tripping. Because I went to the
Yeah,
morning
yeah,
Mac joint and it's nothing on there.
that's crazy. Facebook
Oh, now
hiding
it's
us,
like,
man.
hold on, now it's there now. Maybe I was doing
Okay.
something wrong. I don't know.
We probably wasn't live yet. I ain't sure. Said they harassing and fear mongering. That's what they doing, man. I don't know. I ain't been out there too much, but man, they everywhere, man. Like police, they riding around 15 cars deep. Like they gang out here. They walking around. Hey, I say be careful. I ain't seen bothering nobody yet, but I'm pretty sure I just ain't catch the action. But they out here look like they looking for smoke. It's too early for that, man. Let the kids get to school. I was like, damn, it's fucking 8 in the morning. The hell going on down here by Anacostia? But they said that's every day. So
Uh, I don't know. I ain't involved in none of that. I ain't had no action, sir. I'm living the peaceful life, brother. Just take it day by day. You know. I
yeah,
have no idea. I don't interact with police officers anyway. So
yeah,
just you know.
it's a
Oh
history there.
yeah. No, I just always have the no. I don't have a bias or anything like that. I just know what's not for me. I don't. I have friends who are officers who are good and who are good officers, and I I would call them if off the books. But for me, it's just not. It's just something I've never seen. I can't say I've never, because I have seen when officers did the right things. I've worked with officers, and when I worked for TGI Fridays, I had plenty of great officers who worked with us in security and stuff like that, and I also had bad ones.
Oh yeah.
So you know, it all depends on like you know, we had this one officer, this girl, these people tried to walk out on a tab on a pregnant girl. You know,
Oh my goodness.
and that officer, he was one of the good ones, but he was hot. He went out there and ripped everything out their car, made them pay the bill, made them pay a 30%. He was like, I'm gonna lock you up if you don't pay that joint. So, you know, and he still went and took all the stuff out of their car and everything, stuff like that. Then I had another officer that took a homeless dude and slammed his head against the wall. So, you know, you got you know, it was a different thing. So you know, it's all about what you're gonna give. But I always look at it, and when I talk to my kids about it, is that you got to understand that the times when something happens is usually because somebody's out of control. And I was like, but that person out of control don't always have to be you. It can be that cop. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's human. Nah, don't put me on the main screen. But anyway, everybody's human.
Like the morning brew, fresh ideas and
there we go.
This is the show where your spirit.
There you go, Riri. They've been looking for you. They've been waiting on you. Now she's here.
I was slipping in the darkness. That's what I was doing.
They ordering that new. You better get a new walker.
Yeah, trying to get it in. Well, they trying to inflate these damn prices because I'm not paying no $100 for the walker. I want a walker with wheels on the front and or wheels on the back. You know that could slide instead of So, and they trying to. Who gonna pay $117 for
Yeah, I don't even know how much them things be costing. So I don't know if that's a lot or a little bit, man. What up, Phil?
I might have one for you.
What up? What's up, fam?
Oh yeah.
Hey.
What up, Phil?
What's going on?
Chilling, baby, chilling.
I might have one. My brother had brought one over here for Vicky. It was the one with the seat and everything.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if it's still here or not. So I gotta find out. I had to find out from Vicky when she get home. But if she got it and don't need it or don't gotta give it back to my brother, shoot, I'll bring it over there.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We'll figure that out. What's good, Phil?
Yeah.
What's good, fam? What y'all talking about, Reese? What you need, baby? A wheelchair?
A walker. No, he said a wheelchair. The walker. The walker so I can do some distance walking. Like I can walk with the cane, but like the cane isn't good enough. It's like I might
have a walker for you. Shit. If he don't got one, I think I got one. I don't know why I got it, but I think it got the wheel and the tennis balls.
Okay, yeah, I can use those because the other ones, like my walker, they said I was supposed to have the tennis balls on the back, like the front of it had the wheel, but I was wondering why it was always like it was hard to scoot because I didn't have the other balls on the back or the other wheels when you trying to walk and scoot. And you're supposed to have hand brakes on and all that stuff. I'm like, I didn't have none of that. Maybe that's
wait a minute. I ain't got one of no damn hand brakes. That's the deluxe model. I ain't got that shit.
That's why it's $117.
Yeah, shit, got hand brakes and shit, got headlights and blinkers. I ain't fucking with you.
No, it just stopped.
Joe Vicky had hand brakes. It had hand brakes, a seat. I think that motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Cooler and some more shit. That joint was
a cooler. Well, damn.
Not a cooler. Damn.
Yeah, a nice walker. That was
no
was
shit. That was no walker. That was a vehicle. Shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
That shit had a 2-stroke motor.
You gotta use an oil and gas mix for that joint.
There you go.
They got radio on it too. FM AM.
Some hydraulic.
Y'all living large over there. Shit. I just got the push model.
You know Vicky and Rodney gonna do it right. Shoot.
Nah,
I see.
My brother brought that joint over there for. I don't know, man. You know. I don't know
But
if
the
still
brother
here,
that the one that I be saying my boyfriend, that brother.
Nah. You haven't met this brother. That's the brother.
Okay.
That's the brother that has the alternative lifestyle.
Oh, okay. Okay. Still.
Feel good, it's all good. But yeah, he had one.
Yeah, it's all good.
Life is
I'll
good. Nah, we was talking about
one.
I guess Molly was earlier talking about police in Anacostia when he was down there and something was going, I guess, popping off. I was saying that you know, when it comes to officers, I consider them just as much as normal as anybody else. The only thing you know, I stay away from it. If I don't gotta, you know, because if I don't gotta have a conversation with them, then I don't have it. I keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I ain't one looking for no conversation, and you know. And my philosophy is always make it home safely. That's what I tell my kids. Like, just make it home.
That's it, man. Had a conversation.
Well, it's different for y'all men because I've never had an unpleasant experience with the officers, police officers. But I know my son has, and I think it's I don't know why they target or mess with the men so much.
And I ain't gonna lie, I ain't had an unpleasant experience with them when I'm doing the right thing. Now I've had unpleasant experiences, but when I go back and think about it, I probably played a part in it. So,
even my last experience when my car got stolen, I felt like he was like I'm sitting here telling him, I'm like, yeah, you know, I got OnStar, right? But you got to get a report and stuff for them to go look for the car. So I'm like, yeah, OnStar know where the car is. Or you got to, you know, I want to put you on the phone with them so you can, And he was like, well, I don't know if the car's stolen yet.
I wondered how that shit work if you got a tracker on your car.
And I was like, I was like, what do you mean you don't know if the car's stolen? He was like, well, I ain't done the investigation. I was like, well, I'm telling you it's stolen. like, what do you mean?
Yeah, real.
I'm the person calling. I'm here telling you. He was like, well, I don't know. I was like, what do you think you got towed or repoed or something?
That shit was in front of my house when I went to bed and it's not now. That shit is stolen.
And I was like, yo, it didn't get repoed. Like, I'm telling you it's not getting repoed. He was like, well, I got to do my investigation. That shit pissed me off. Cause I'm like, you're wasting time. Like I'm trying to put them on the phone with OnStar so they can tell them where the damn car is. Cause they don't cause OnStar won't tell you because they worried that you're going to go get the car. So
really?
Yeah. OnStar will not tell you where your car is. They will tell the police. And he has to give his
other one.
And he has to give the. Go ahead. What's the?
No. I was thinking you said OnStar. Isn't there another drop or something you could put on your car?
I got a tracker on my truck. I can follow my shit. Yeah, I got a tracker on my car and I got a tracker on my son's car.
Yeah, if you put like one of the Apple joints, if you put one of the
bouncy
Apple
on that shit,
on is different. But if it's a actual, if it's anything with the insurance company or what you call it, they won't tell you because they feel it's more of a liability to tell you where the car is. Because you can get in trouble. You can go over there and shoot somebody or get shot or whatever the case may be. So they won't tell you where your car is. You got to wait for the police, and they got to give them. The police got to give them a police report, and the police got to give them their badge number and all that shit. Then they'll tell them where the car is. But he pissed me off because he was like, I'm not going to talk to them until I finish doing my investigation. And I was like, how? I was like, nigga, I am your investigation. Like, all the information's coming from me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I am the investigation. I know that's right.
What else are you going to find that I'm not telling you? I'm the person telling you that the car got stolen and the joint's here. Like, how can you investigate more? You going to, you at my driveway. You at my driveway, the car ain't here. So what else investigation you gotta do, dog? Like, here, I'm telling you, OnStar's gonna tell you where the car at and all that bullshit. But I guess it's from people maybe like taking the cars and having accidents and then claiming it's stolen or some kind of bullshit like that. But that shit just still pissed me off because I was like, man, at this one time, I was like, yeah, just giving them information, let me know what the car. I'll go get it my damn self. Like, I don't even need you in this joint, but I gotta have you to get the information. So, you know, but it just pissed me off because it made me feel like I'm the person, I'm the victim, and all of a sudden he's like, yeah, you know, I gotta do my I'm the liar. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the victim, but yet you ain't listening to the shit I got to say about what happened. You know, you like, oh, I gotta wait till I do my investigation. And I'm like,
so what happened, Rodney? I mean,
nah. Eventually he got on the phone with All-Star. They told him what the car was, and then
and he told you,
no, fuck no, nah, nah. It was in DC, so then he had to contact DC police, and then DC police went out there. And
man, that's enough time for them to move, relocate the car, and some more.
The car was cut off.
Oh, okay.
All-Star can cut your car off too, and they lock the doors. They can do all that.
Oh, and that's dangerous. You come back busted out windows, or somebody tried to get out, and all that.
No, they can get out of the car. They just can't get in the car. You know what I'm saying? If they in the car gets cut off, and they lock the doors, they can get out of the car. You know what I'm saying? But you know, they and I don't think they cut it off like in mid, like they ain't gonna be on a highway and cut it off. You know, I think the car has to be stopped somewhere before they cut it off. You know what I'm saying? I think, but all I know is the car was somewhere, then they went and towed it and got it, and then charged my insurance company $1,700 just to do it. I was like, yo, when they told me how much, because I went to the tow joint. When they got my car, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go get my car from the tow joint. I went to the tow joint, and he was like, yeah, well, if you want your car, you got to pay the bill. I was like, well, how much is the bill? He was like, $1,700. I said, for what? I was like, yo, y'all just got the car. Y'all just towed the car here. And he was like, yeah, that's how much we bill the insurance company. So I was like, all right, well, y'all hustling. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let them pay that $1,700. I ain't paying it for that.
What up, Cal?
So you know,
$1,700. Look, I know it costs $175 to get it. If you get your car towed from a regular, they just added another. Oh, they inflated that 10 times, huh? Damn.
Yeah, because the insurance company gonna pay it, so it don't matter what they build, they're gonna pay it anyway. So, yeah, that's what you get. That's what they get. Because you know, he said because it was the tow company was in Maryland. He was like, yeah, because we had to go across state lines and all this other kind of BS that he made up. And I was like, yeah, okay, dog, whatever. I'll let y'all go here. He was like, yeah, but the insurance company gonna take it anyway, and then they'll take it and get it fixed and all the stuff done. So I was like, all right, cool. You know, but they did. I ended up, you know, getting my rental car and all this. That's why you got insurance, I guess. But of course my insurance went up. So so, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then of course they blamed it on something else besides the fact that my car got stolen, but that was the real reason why. But you know, it is what it is. But like I said, I've worked with them, and you have some good cops and you have some that I would not consider the best at what they did. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've seen it on both aspects. And you know, to me, it's just everybody's human, so you can't rely on somebody just because they have a badge to be a good person. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Like, they're human.
Like everybody human. So my opinion, no matter whether you have a badge or not, I'm just dealing with another human. So I'm just going to.
A lot of times they got the badges because they are ego trips.
Yeah. Sometimes because they want to exert that power. You know what I'm saying? So they went and seek a position where they can.
Exactly. Like they were the motherfuckers that were picked on in school and all that type of shit.
I was getting ready to ask you that.
That's not all of them, though.
Yeah, no, it's not all of them.
the quick ones, the trigger finger ones that have the trigger happy, the like the really is so insert.
But I like you said, I ain't saying that's all of them. It's good in everybody. We got a lot of cop comedians out there that we be rolling with. We just don't know they police.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same. It's the same rule on every aspect of what you do. You know what I'm saying? There's some good nurses, there's some bad nurses. There's some good doctors, there's some bad doctors.
Exactly.
There's some good police, there's some bad police. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about, But the biggest thing I talk to my children about is that whenever something like that happens, is always one person out of control. Now, I want to make sure that person that's never out of control is you. Because because that officer has a gun, you know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is, if you're out of control, more than likely you're going to be the person that not come home, and so just make sure the biggest thing is you come home, and if that person's out of control, then you got to be the person 100% in control. You know what I'm saying? Because it can go both ways. In the worst situations is when both parties are out of control. You know what I'm saying? Those are the situations where things really, really go bad.
Yeah.
So, at least if one person's in control, you can usually get yourself out of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's all about picking and choosing your battles. You're not going to win a battle with a cop on the street. It's not going to happen.
Right. Especially one that's out of control.
Especially one that's out of control.
Yeah, once you see he's out of control, then you realize that you got to yield at that point and and do the one thing that I'm asking you to do is come home safe.
Come home safely.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Because sometimes that does happen, and sometimes the best results is when both of y'all are under control and y'all have the conversation and move on. You know what I'm saying? Or there's some type of resolve. But you can't guarantee just because you called that cop that he's going to be under control.
Right. Exactly. Like everything else, you don't know what kind of day that nigga having. So you just may be the result of it. So sometimes you just shut the hell up and move on and live.
Yeah.
Shit.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But that philosophy goes in every day though, too. It's not just cops. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know who you run into when you walking on the street with people and people come up to you and things. It's the same thing when you have two people out of control. You have two people out of control. That's when something bad really happens. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand it.
Just like when that lady in Walmart, the 41-year-old lady in Walmart, holding the door. Remember, I was telling y'all last week about the lady who got gunned down by a 20-year-old girl. Because she didn't say thank you for holding the door open. We don't know what anybody's mind is. The depression is real, and people got a lot on their mind, especially with the climate being what it is. And we don't know who's having a good day, who's having a bad day, or who's at that verge of breaking. Who's that and it's like if one more thing, I've been like that. I feel like I'm going to explode, and it feels like if one more thing happens that you're going to Kirk. But I thank God that I was able to woo-saw and calm it back down and bring it back down and be able to swallow that. You either got two things. You could swallow it or you could let it out. And when I had to think with a clear mind.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelmed?
Yeah, that's what he said. Look, yes, you've been swallowed up. But I also learned that when I go up like that, I don't think. I have no clarity at all with my mind. When I pop, there's no clarity. There's no reasoning. There's no logic there. It's just anger. And I'm pretty sure all of y'all have felt that at one time or another.
Yeah, that's the moment when you're out of control. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Out of control. Gotta be.
Yeah, and that shit can happen so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So quickly.
Yeah, you didn't even know you was feeling that way or whatever. It's something, you be like, whoa.
Just hope you don't run into you. That's the good thing. Some people run into another version of themselves, and they just get the brawl out. You know, if you in the mood, you feel like you want to fight, and you run into that person that's in that same energy. Y'all gonna be fighting, but you run across somebody that's up here, and they just, you know, they might be like, look, it's okay, you got it, and they might just let it go. But if you run into somebody that's feeling the same way you feeling, you know, it's gonna be a crash. So I don't always think it is just that one individual who might be going through it. Both parties might be going through it. Like
both
that
parties
lady
might be going through.
She might was going through something. She probably feel like saying thank you to nobody that day. She probably was dealing with something. But that girl was dealing with something too. And that like is, and when they crash hard.
Yeah. It is definitely something that you know, like I said, I stay focused on and be focused on with my children and have the conversation with them. And I've given, the great thing is that all my kids have seen me in those situations where I could have went out of control, and I showed them. I was like, you see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
This is exactly what I'm talking about right here. Like, you know, the you know, there's always, once again, like I always say, there's always that split second where you make a decision. You know what I'm saying? There's that split second where you make a decision. You know what? I'm gonna fuck this. I'm trying not to curse. I apologize. But this is the moment I'm gonna whoop this person's behind. You know what I'm saying? This is the moment. You always say it in your mind right before you swing. You say, you know what? I'm knocking them out. You know what I'm saying?
And sometimes you just want to do that. I'm sorry to say it. Sometimes you just.
But I mean, but sometimes but a lot of times and I've been very focused on being. Like right now in my journey where I am right now, I've been very focused on what I say to myself and what I let other people say to me. You know what I'm saying? Because you can plan something out months ago. You know what I'm saying? And you be like, next time somebody talk to me like that, you know what? I'm just gonna knock them out. I don't got time. You know, and you done already said it to yourself, and then when it happened, it's like your mind and your body was like, ooh, that's what we've been waiting for. You can see it right before it get ready to happen. And we've all gotten there when we got excited. We were like, oh, yeah, I finally get to knock this. You know what I'm saying? I finally get to do it. Yeah, boy, I've been waiting.
And I ain't gonna lie. I mean, when I done got a little up in age, and sometimes I just wonder, can I still rock the way I did when I was in my 30s or something like that? Probably not, but in my mind, I think I can.
Yeah.
Which might be a problem. Hey. Yeah. So
yeah. I thought that, you think that until one day you be like, man, I'll race you, and you go out there and try to race one of them young dudes.
Yeah. Can I still throw my hands like I could in my 30s and late 20s?
You go
no, probably not.
Out.
Yeah. I raced one of the kids. I beat him, but I fell on, man, Danny fell on my face, scraped my hand, crossed the concrete. It's like my body wasn't catching up with my legs or something. I don't know what was wrong. I was trying to move.
Mind, you was balling.
Yeah, just like
I did that shit on a cruise ship, man, and pulled a hamstring.
I never do it again.
Only thing, he done fell and scraped yourself up. So in your mind, you was balling, right? You was hard ass in your mind.
I was fast, but I was just like, I thought I had more control, though. I never do it again. It took me an hour to catch my breath. And he's still like, come on, race me again. I'm like, hell no.
Hell no, I'm dying over here.
Once a month, you better
dying and shit.
Yeah, it's like that.
Phil, you probably got a good 3 punches. After that, that's about
that's about it, exactly.
You better take care of him in the first 3.
You better take care of him. You better make those 3. You better make those 3 count.
Dang. Because if he eat all 3, it's still standing. That's the end of
the game. Shit. That's the end of the game, exactly. Where that 4th, be like, damn, I used to have a 4th and a 5th punch. Shit.
That's when you hear the wonk wonk music. Wonk wonk wonk.
Hey, you might can still take a punch though.
You might can still take a punch, but if I can't throw one, I ain't trying to take a whole lot of me. But
grab him.
I'm more anticipating the throwing them than receiving them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I can't see that. Who just walked in my house?
That's a whole nother issue.
Oh, what's up, bro? Oh shit! I was about to go.
He get ready throw hands up in his house.
Hey, yo, I was sitting here thinking, I was like, I ain't got no guns near me.
Look, Pepper just now barking. Pepper bark is all delayed.
These ladies, I don't know what. Yeah. My brother done walked down the steps before Pepper bark at him.
Anyway. I heard Pepper
you ain't got no guns near me.
Hey, I'm mad. I ain't hear my Ring camera go off or nothing. I'm trying to figure out how he got past all that.
Is your electricity off too?
Nah. You know what? Nah, I got, all right, I know why. Well, I got the Ring cut off in the morning. I don't got it giving me the notices. I'm about to turn that back on. Anyway. But nah, what's up, bro? But anyway, go back to what we were saying. But I don't think we got three. I think I got a good 3 punches. That's about all but I don't see me fighting no more though.
I don't see me fighting no more.
Yeah, you had to be attacking my family or something like that for me to be swinging.
You know
Other
what?
than that, there ain't nothing I think you can say to me that's gonna get me there.
I can't say that's what you got. That's what I got in me, because when I get upset, I get energy and strength for somewhere. I get it's different. You know, I may be all, I can't make it a week now, but when I get mad, you know, the adrenaline pump, it's something different. It's something different, you know. And my son used to tease me. He was like, "Mom, you walking all hunched over. As soon as you get mad, you gonna stand up like a bear." And I was like, "What? That boy go somewhere." But I heard a bear whoop ass. My auntie had to do that. And you know, and they thought she was an old lady, and she had to show that girl what for. So you get that strength, and that when that rage hit, sometimes you get it from nowhere.
I can break you down. Well, that's a whole different fight. If I gotta grab you and toss you, I can do that. But we ain't gonna sit around and dance out in the street. That ain't gonna happen. That might be that 3-punch scenario. But if I can grab you, yeah, I can put my weight on you. I got enough of that to do. Shit, and that ain't gonna take a lot of effort.
You move fast. The next thing you know, you like, oh, you know, when you that adrenaline pumping. Men, I seen men dancing around like you said, and y'all actually sitting out there boxing and fighting each other like that. And I guess you have to pace yourself so you don't get tired out, especially if you only got 3 punches in you. You're going to make sure them 3 punches land before.
Yeah, you can be whooping a nigga ass for 5 minutes. If you get tired, that don't mean the fight over. Now this is
don't mean the fight over.
You about to get your ass whooped just because you're not in condition. That don't even mean he the better fighter. He just in better condition, and that what matters more than anything.
Well, I'll holler at y'all. Unfortunately, my brother here. I'm gonna holler at him for a minute.
Tell my brother I said hey.
Y'all. I'll tell what you said hi, Reese.
All right, friend.
He said he waving hi to everybody. All right,
that is so true. That is so true. Condition, stamina versus skills. Sometimes you know, if you run out of stamina, it don't matter if you got skills or not, because you ain't able to apply them. You too tired. You like this just in.
That's tough. I just be like, what people be fighting for? You know, like when I was a kid, you know, we fought a lot over the dumbest shit. Pokemon cards, who girlfriend is that? What you say about my mama, my grandmother did, nigga. You know, just little stuff. But it's like when I came to adults, like, I don't know. I don't really get into arguments or fights or anything.
Yeah, I stay away from them, man.
I think it'd be alcohol. Some people can't handle it, and they probably get to fight, but I'd be like, what can happen for you and another adult? Like, y'all can't talk it out, that y'all gotta throw blows. You know, it's just like, I don't understand that. It's like it's some childish there on one side or the other that y'all can't come to some type of conclusion. Y'all gotta really throw hands or shoot each other, stab each other. It's like, the fucking, what can he done to you that much, you know, or said that much that make you want to kill this person? like something wrong with you, right? It got to be something wrong with this person. Because I ain't say thank you for holding the door. You shoot a person, something wrong. And then you just having a bad day. You just fucked up in the head. I had bad days. I ain't gonna get people. I had bad years, weeks sometimes. You know, just like give me a reason to do some shit. So,
say it again. Years. Put with an S on that bitch. Yeah.
And shit happens.
I just can't. You know, like I said, I couldn't even fathom the thought if they don't say thank you. I'm gonna turn around and be like, oh, you can't say thank you. I didn't hold the door open. Blah blah blah. That's crazy right there. That sounds so crazy to me to even have that conversation. It's just like, wow. But
but sometimes dumb shit happens. This motherfucker walked up in. This was a few months ago. That nigga walked up in me talking about, you gonna buy my breakfast. I mean, and the shit happened so quickly. You know, I'm like, whoa. And, you know, I felt myself reverting back. So it was like, okay.
Was he playing a joking, Phil? Was he just, you know?
Oh, no, that nigga wasn't joking. He had just got released. He still had on his prison uniform and shit. But I guess once he figured out that shit wasn't going to go well for him, he moved on and went to the next person. But nah,
But what did you say when the man said you gonna buy my breakfast?
You know, I squared up with his ass, and you know, once I did that, he just kind of moved on. You know, but like I said, it caught me off guard so quickly. So it was like I didn't have to say much. I just guess he figured in my attitude I wasn't that person. So he went and started fucking with the white people.
I bet you somebody bought his breakfast.
I'm sure somebody did, but it wasn't gonna be me. Then I got my truck and thought about that shit. I said this shit could have went so different.
I'm glad it didn't.
That's your test, Phil. A lot of people, you know, they want to know if they really true believers or if they grew as a person, and then when they get tested, they be like, that person had me fucked up as a man. Nah, it was the principle as a man. Nah,
it was a principle, exactly. If he had approached me in a different way, I may have kicked him something. But you know, this nigga walked on me like he was gonna take some shit.
He's doing a Debo on you, Phil. A Debo.
Okay.
What you got on my breakfast, homie?
Good comment. Cal said it's not masculine to resort to violence. It's masculine to master your own emotions. I agree with that completely.
I agree.
But
Cal be saying some good shit.
Yeah, Cal probably asking AI though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust people. AI. Yeah, they be asking AI everything now.
Damn.
Nah, Cal sharp dude. He know about frequencies and all that stuff, so he tapped in. What up, Weezy Wee?
Weezy Wee, Grand Rising. You know what? I want to take a moment to say happy birthday to the best man that I have ever known in the world. And today is his birthday, and he mean the world to me. He, you know, ever since I was a little girl, he was always meant the world to me. So ever since I was born, really, he meant the world to me. And may he rest in peace and power and glory, wherever it is. Wade McFarlane Sr. I got to put that senior up there because today is my granddaddy birthday. Yes. And if he was living, he would be 91 years. He was born October 16th, 1934. He would be 91 years old today. So, and then Monday is my grandmother's birthday. So they would have been 91. That's we lost them way too young. It's been 30. Oh, wow. It's been over 30 years since I lost my granddad. But today is his birthday. He died at 58. And And he was one of those kidney patients. He was one of the first kidney patients that Washington Hospital had, transplant patient in that area, and he was in the paper and everything about being one of the first kidneys back in the 70s, like 1977. And he survived 14 years with somebody else's organs. And they said that's a great thing to do, to survive that long. But he died from a bacteria that transplant patients commonly get. Streptococcal meningitis. I think that's how you say it. Streptococcal meningitis. And it was the dural matter in his brain. His brain was swelling inside of his skull. The bacteria went up there. And could you imagine? I remember he used to have the headaches. He used to say, if I had a gun, I'd shoot through my head. It got so bad he was hiding painkillers from himself because we was trying to, watch what he was taking because the headaches were so severe. And he succumbed. They did the last final surgery to try to get him some relief, and where they had opened the top part of his skull, so his brain, because it was swelling, and administered the medicine directly, but it didn't happen. It took him away. So he was a strong man too, and he was a manly man. He wasn't no beta. Granddaddy ran the house. He was stern. I'll say granddaddy. That's because I always call granddaddy. Wade McFarland Sr. He had integrity, and he was stern. He couldn't sing worth a damn, but he never stopped him. He was the only man in the senior choir. And I just wanted to give a salute to my hero, my role model. It's not nobody famous. It's my granddaddy. He's always been my hero and role model. And I always try to live up to what the standards that he would say if he was still here. So don't give up. Don't quit. Don't let nothing get the best of you. You get the best of it. Sometimes life be life and it's hard, but I just remember some of the things that he used to tell me. Yep. Love you.
We said, happy birthday, granddaddy.
This is your granddaddy.
Yeah. Shout out to Big Wade.
Wade Senior. That he was a mess, but I was a mess. They said I was my granddaddy's mess. So, and he spoil me? People would say that. I don't think I was spoiled, but people say that I was spoiled, and he did it. Well, and he did a good job at it too. So that gives my kudos and all shots out and all that good stuff. Now, if I could find a man like him that had the qualities that he had as a man, I'm shoot. But it is just different type of people, different era, And looking back, growing up, I used to always be upset because I'm like, you too old fashioned, you old timey, you too old. But it really wasn't old fashioned all time. It was just respectful, and he was a gentleman, and he was respectful. He wouldn't let me go out. You know how your boys pick you up for a date and they blow the horn. He shut that down quick. And I was like, granddaddy, my date out there. He was like, nope. If he want to date you, he got to come in the house and get you. You don't run out to no street like you some type of. Oh, I'm like, I know. That's right. You don't run out to no street, run up to no car. Somebody beat you. Don't do that. And I was like, okay. Didn't understand why at the time. I was just mad because I thought my date was gonna leave me. But if the date would have left, then that's the date I probably shouldn't have been going on anyway. And this is after 18, so I was an adult. I couldn't date till I was 18 anyway. But even he still made you sit down and let him come and get you. So and I see, and that's the established the respect and all that. That's not a bad thing, you know. Molly, you got a daughter. Your daughter start dating. Would you? They blow the horn. Would you let her run out there to the car? Would you say no? Bring them in. Let's see who you going out with.
I mean, I already know who it is already, you know. So yeah, she'll run her ass up out there, go and get up out of here. But if I never met the kid or know the kid, it won't even be a date. They're not planning something. I never met this kid before. So it makes sense why grandpa like, nah, I need to at least see who this kid is. But for my daughter to go on a date with anybody, I gotta know him already. But you know, you was grown. You know, that's different. You know, you can meet somebody next week. So they just like, you know, I just don't like to meet anybody if it ain't serious. You know, like I never like to introduce anybody to my mother unless it was somebody I know I'm gonna be serious with. Because other than that, I just be introducing her to every girl I talk to. Like if you out here dating and you trying to find who you want to be with, I don't think you should just introduce them all to your parents. They might like one or two and then just getting, I like that other one. You don't know them, but I like that one more than that one. Like, nah, just keep it here. But if it's serious, yeah, they need to meet them or meet her. But it was different in them times. You had to go to the house and, you know, talk and meet the parents and get that little shy feeling and, you know, whatnot. You know, I remember them days. I had a couple of them days. I had to go in there. It's like prom. You know, but instead of prom, this what people normally did on dates, period. You go in there to the house and you walk the woman out. But now they just beat the horn. Hurry up for your father says. You know, like
hurry up. That I thought I was in love with the guy I was dating at the time, you know, because
man. What up? What up?
What is up? What is up? What is up?
You just rise and shine. You just waking up.
Oh shoot! I'm just waking up. I had to train somebody last night, and it was like I was like by myself or whatever. It was.
I'm glad you off today. You could rest today and all of that good old stuff.
No, I got work overtime tonight and tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't hurt yourself now.
Yeah.
Don't hurt yourself. We came in on the dating part, David Green. I was just telling Molly how I'm going out with my said boyfriend, and this was our first date, mind you, you know, and we was double dating. That's why, you know, it was okay for me to do with my cousin Monica in the car, and she was dating the driver, and my boyfriend, you know, that's how we hooked it up, double date, okay. Right. But they was out there blowing the horn, and my grandfather was like, I was like, bye y'all, I'm going out. It was like, now I'm over 18, already out of school and stuff. But my grandfather was like, you come in here, you sit right there. And it's not like I'm going to tell him, no, I'm not going to sit right there. I sat right down, and they kept blowing. And he said, if that fool ain't got sense enough to come in the house and get you, we want to meet Patrick. I'm like, no, because I was listening to what my aunt said. She said, don't never let nobody meet grandma and granddaddy, because they was known to be mean. And you know, she was like, you meet them around the corner. She said, go on out and go around the corner and meet them around the corner. I didn't get the corner part when they pulled up and they was blowing. My grandfather was like, nope. So after a while, and then they was talking about how stupid the boy is. They was like, he's stupid. How long he gonna sit out there and blow the horn when he bring his ass in the house? Like, and I'm sitting there and be like, in my mind, I'm like, we broke up. I know he ain't gonna put up with this mess. We ain't even gonna go together. Nobody, you know, I'm just all in my back, because you all in love. But when he came in and he talked to, you know, and And my grandfather was like, okay, after he asked him where we going and everything. And my grandmother already knew him name because I'm on the phone with him all the time. And she said hi to him. And my grandfather was the one mean mugging him like, yeah, he all right. So I was allowed to go out. I'm a grown woman now. Right, but I was allowed to go out on my date. And it was the double date. So yeah, that was how it was. But I understand why he did that. It's the respect thing and all of that, and to establish respect for yourself as a young female. So a lot of females don't establish that and let people treat them any old kind of way when they dating and stuff. And that ain't how it's supposed to be, But we got to let our young ladies know. Like Molly said, if his daughter going out on a date, he already know, dude. They already,
how she should be treated. Even if she go to college, she gonna meet people down there. I'm not gonna be there for her to introduce me or none. She might can tell me about the person on the phone, but I trust that she's smart enough. Like she been prepared for the world. I feel like we prepared her enough. So I trust her. So
that's good. That's that. I'm glad you that kind of parent that's like that. I couldn't. My grandparents, certain stuff you just didn't talk about, So, but I'm glad that you was able to talk about stuff and with your daughter prepared for the world. I was dumb as a box of rocks getting out there. Just the world was my oyster. I was all like, ooh, everything was ooh. All they told me, stay away from this type of person, stay away from that. And I'm like,
she still think it's ooh, that's just you being a kid. She being a kid, she gonna have to learn some things on her own. She got to get her heart broken. I know it's gonna come, but I'll be there for it when it happens, and I help her get through it. But in some things, our kids gonna have to experience what we experience. It ain't no way to try to get them to avoid it. Is the only things to prepare them for it. Like one day you will be hurt. I let her know all your friends with your elementary, y'all might not ever see each other again in middle school. So enjoy this time. Go to the graduation, go to all the trips, everything. Spend the time that you can. And now she's seeing high school. She got different friends than she had in elementary and middle school. And I let her know the same thing. Some of these kids from high school you will never see again. Once you go to college, so they're your friends now. Try to keep in touch with them. Y'all link up on Facebook and try to stay connected because it's hard once you become an adult. So enjoy these times when y'all kids. Just keep try to remind her and have fun being a kid because you're gonna be an adult for a long time. You're only a kid for a short time, so enjoy it. You got a lot of kids want to be grown now. I can't wait to be grown. I can't wait to get this and get. Nope, take your time. Enjoy, man. Enjoy being a kid. Be a kid till you're 30 if it's possible. Like if I can make sure you good and everything's great and you doing what you love to do, hey, and you can generate money doing it, I'm with it. But don't let them kill that kid.
What happened?
I don't know. What you mean? You can't hear me?
Yes, you went out. Was that me?
Yeah, probably.
No, I can hear.
Oh, okay. So okay. Yeah. And you right. You right. Like, look, I was a grown adult. Ooh.
JB.
Hey, JB.
What's up, JB?
Scared technics. He said they didn't want him putting any meat in their granddaughter. Yeah.
Well, it didn't work. I had a son, so it didn't work. The scare tactics, but it was the respect thing. Yep. I missed the old days, and I got it. Those were some of the best times. It was the bestest damn times. Then you get older and grow up and then get real bills. That's when you living at home as a young adult. Then you get out here and get your own place and it's dog it. Sometimes you I was working, I had a job, was able to save my little money. Wasn't paying no real rent. Please. If I had now, I wouldn't mind going back and doing some do-overs. I would have did a lot of do-overs if I knew what I know now. Oh, show the blow. I might be a different Riri that y'all should have been talking to. I might be a different one, but that's how it is. David, did you experience, Molly, you too, when you go out with the girls, like taking them out on dates, did you meet their parents or did you try to get in good with the parents?
Young, I had to meet parents. Hell yeah. I had to meet my daughter's mother. Her father was deceased. He got killed when she was young. But I met her mother and her stepfather, aunts and everybody, I had to speak, so, but they made me feel welcome, so it was easy after a while. And after a year or two, they became more like family. I talked to them more than I talked to her sometimes. So yeah, it does make things easier. But yeah, these kids these days, they meet each other on social media and all types of stuff. So it's different. I don't think that it ain't there. I just think that parents do got to prepare their kids a little more so when they ain't there, because you ain't gonna be able to meet a lot of these kids. A lot of these kids, they Uber in places. They not pick you up, just meet us here. They don't come pick the date up. They meet at locations now. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, what's up with that? Is that not the end thing to be picked up by your I don't know, because like I said, I'm out of
no more. I mean, it opened the door for the kids who ain't had the money to have cars to pick their girlfriends up. So now they like, hey, we can catch an Uber to the movies. So instead of catching one to her, then to the movies, what would be more, just meet me there. Even if they pay for it, I'm gonna pay for your Uber to the movies. We meet up there. So it works. Some guys without whips, they can still date.
I remember when me and Gwen doing a comedy show over there at the harbor, right? We was coming back, and there was these girls, it was 4 girls, they was walking. And it was like 1:00, and they was young girls, like between the ages of 11 and 13. And we dropped them over there off of Benning Road. I think that's what you call Simple City over there. Like up from the shrimp boat a little further up, like near Heck and Jamal, in that area. We had dropped her off of Benning Road over that end. Now, they said that they came over to Crystal skating rings to go roller skating. They met some boys, and then they went to Marlowe's for the movie theater. They took their money that they were supposed to use to go back home and went to the movie theaters with these boys. So we was like, well, where the boys? She said they caught an Uber home. Said what? The boys left the girls walking and caught an Uber home. And they lived around the same neighborhood. I was like, dang, after the young little girl told it. Because she wasn't hooked up with no boy. So it must have been 3 boys and 4 girls. I mean, and she was like, they wanted to mess with them boys. I told them that we needed, there was one that's always crying and snitching, right? So they said, we are hungry. So Gwen pulled into the McDonald's, right? And she said that the girls, she was like, well, I'm going to get y'all something to eat. So the girls were like, I want this, I want that. Gwen was like, She was like, I'm going to get 2. Because that time the nuggets was on sale, the 20-piece nuggets. She said, I'm going to get 2 20-piece nuggets and 2 large rice. She said, and y'all going to have to share. She spent $34. What's 34? Something like $34 on the 2-piece nuggets and the French fry. The girls was like, not your date. You should have asked them little boys to give you something to eat. But the little girl said no. They took their money and was buying concessions at the popcorn at the movie. Their money that they were supposed to come home with, and they figured they're gonna walk home from Crystal Skating Ring all the way to Heckinger, up there by Heckinger Mall. And we saw them walking down Branch Avenue, like going and up DC. I said, that's terrible. I said, poor babies.
Told that story like 3 times.
I know, but it was so, you know, and I'm glad we did stop, and I'm glad we helped, because that's, you know, if my child was out there, I would want somebody to stop and help him too. Him or her.
I told you my grandmother gave me money to go to the grocery store. I had money for a ride home and a ride there. I used to choose to pocket it and walk. It was a long walk, but I get to keep that $5 or $10. You know, so it was worth it to me. You know, some people see me walking. You okay, young man? I got 8 bags in my hand, struggling. You know, then that's when you start seeing the carts go missing in the grocery stores, because we not about to walk all this shit back. We start taking the carts out with it and just push it all the way home. Yeah, we get in, like, it take turns. Let me get in there and you push me, then I push you. We used to do
with
that.
The groceries. You in the cart with the groceries.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, be right in there. But it makes sense what the girls was doing, but just too late. You know, like they probably early in the day, and they know they was gonna hang out that late. Cause when you young, you go to one movie and you sneak in the rest. That's what we used to do. We in there all day. We just pay for one movie, then we sneak in a couple of more movies to hang out longer with the girls. And then when they get late, you know, they parents might pick them up. They gotta catch the bus. But shit, sometimes we'll walk home, because we done spent all our money on them, and at the concessions, these dudes still had Uber money home. So, or they parents taught them.
Right. They did it backwards. The girls did it backwards. The girls spent their money on the boys, and the boys caught the Uber, like, see y'all. And I was like, dang. That one little girl was mad as I don't know, which I told him, because they missed the last train. The train station had closed down, and that's what it was, and they couldn't catch the train. And so
next Friday.
They were supposed to be
said he might be in DC next Friday, Reese. He said David Gray, anything next Friday, he might be in the DC area.
Next so he's not talking about
that's tomorrow. The 25th. The 20 well, next Saturday is the 25th. That's the barbershop
going on. Yeah, is the barbershop on a Friday?
No, it's Saturday, 25th. 25th. Okay. So the 24th, he's going to be in DC on the 24th. Okay.
Yeah. There's always something going on down here, though.
Ain't that the truth?
Let's see some flash. What's going on?
And Molly, don't you got something going on that Monday?
Yeah. We got a couple of things. We doing a book bag drive again there's a lot of kids, so for some reason they ain't got bags. So we doing, if y'all got any kids out there, they just come pick up some book bags or not. And they got some electric scooters for young college students or whatnot that need to get around on campus. So if you're in college, all you gotta do is show your college ID or some type of proof.
Electric scooters.
Yeah, last year we had kids. Man, we had kids just 18, 19. Them niggas just graduated from high school, but they wasn't actually attending college. They just needed scooters to ride around. So now we waited until the school year started to do it, so we'll know who actually active and who not, because the kids who actually went to school wasn't enough scooters for them. So it's like, dang, we just trying to get them a little way to get around on campus, you know, because it's good to be mobile. So yeah, it's good. All this through Ben's Chili Bowl, my boy Eek, when we the link. It's about 8 organizations that we all come together and do little things. So it don't take, you know, one person to try to do it all.
Yeah, it's hard when one person try to do it all. It needs a community. This is the part when it says it takes a village. This part right here, it takes a village. And so do they have to show their school ID and good standards and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, most.
And is it only for DC residents, or can you live like in Maryland?
Live in California, you know. Long if you make it here, then yeah, it is what it is. You know, because a lot of kids, they from this area, but they end up going to school and got to get, you know, ID in that state because they might got a job or end up living down there. So we don't care, you know, long you can be 50 years old on campus. If you're a college student, we got you. I think they're gonna have bus passes too for the kids. So, because they starting to make kids pay for the metro a lot more now. Normally they just let them on free, but now they've been a little strict on it. So trying to make sure they don't do the tokens no more. So we give them the passes.
Now that's DC giving passes, because Maryland, you still got to pay. My little niece go to PG, she still got to pay to get on the metro to catch the bus to school and back. She got 2 buses to catch.
Oh, Maryland don't pick you up. They used to. Maryland always pick people up. DC, we had to catch the bus or we had to walk to school. No,
for college,
high school.
No, I'm talking about college.
Everybody pay to go to college. I don't know who to catch the. Are you saying like community college?
So the free passes is just for the not for people that's in school, just for the high school.
Like UDC or something in the area, you can get a pass. But even Maryland, you go to Maryland University or something like that, you can definitely get a pass for the metro and the bus. So it should be good. It shouldn't matter DC or Maryland. You transfer over anyway with the same pass.
Okay, they're helping the kids get back and forth. That's a good thing.
We had some good comments too. I don't know which one to start with.
Look, let's start at the top and roll them down.
There's so many. Say Maryland had school buses. DC had kid ride free cars for. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like Maryland, they got the buses come pick them up.
Yeah, from like school, elementary school and high school and junior high. Yeah, if you wasn't considered what they call a walker, I was a walker until I wasn't. But I mean, like that's what we call them. That's what we would call walkers.
Yeah,
now I need a walkout. It was fun. We would walk to school together as a group of us. When we was living in Palmer Park as a kid, going to Matthew Henson Elementary, because we used to be bused. They would bus from Palmer Park all the way to Riverdale, Maryland, Beacon Heights Elementary School. That's when they was doing, I guess they called themselves the segregating schools and all that stuff. But then I don't know what happened. And then they stopped busing us out there to Beacon Heights Elementary School. The school and stuff still was there and stuff, but they just stopped busing us all the way out there. I think they like rerouted it or rezoned it. And then we was never in their zone anyway. That was, but then they was like, no, we're not busing y'all out there no more. And then we had to go to Matthew Henson Elementary School, which was like, we had to walk up the hill and all this. So it was a nice little walk. It just wasn't like a, street around the corner. It was a nice little walk, but it was when you're young, it didn't even seem like that. But
we went to Matthew Henson Elementary. Buses to school. So I used to think my cousin was slow. I was like, boy, you going to cheese bus. I ain't know Maryland is called buses until I found out. I was like, oh, so y'all all get rides to school? Like, that's amazing. Like, we out here with the DC Sniper on the news, and they making us walk to school. DC Sniper, Killer Clown. Is a dude riding around grabbing kids in a white van. We still got to walk to school. So when we used to see white vans, I never
heard of Killer Clown.
Oh, yeah, we had the Killer Clown around our way. Yeah, around growing up.
Killer
that was
Clown.
the thing. Yeah, the green lady. Yeah, all types of weird shit, man. But yeah,
those are definitely tall tales. So the green, I never heard of the green lady and the Killer Clown. You're gonna have to fill me in on the green lady and the Killer Clown thing. I mean, the only Killer Clown I know is Pennywise and It.
It was a dude going around with a clown outfit on, fucking with people, so I don't know. But the green lady, that's something we grew into. Like as a kid, all the older people that was older than us and the generation before them, it was some lady that was supposed to be buried behind the school, because our school was buried over a cemetery. And she'd come out sometimes at a certain hour and shit and just be fucking with the kids and shit. So they used to try to scare us with that shit. That shit would be funny. Yeah.
So y'all get y'all butt in the house.
Hell nah. We used to be trying to like if we used to be them kids like if they try us, we gonna whip their ass. Like we see that band and that we throwing rocks and all that shit at it. The whole time that person that ain't got nothing to do with the hell going on. We was programmed to
Y'all
think
just see white
band.
vans throwing stuff. Y'all was trying to do a terrible, Marley.
We shouldn't have been walking in school when the snipers and shit out here though. That's what this was crazy. They said we was walking, ducking, and running doing DC sniper. Hell yeah, early look. You be like, hold on, hey, who that? Who that?
And not only the kids, but so was the adults. And then when people, you would see people zigzagging, walking into the store, zigzagging. And then when we was getting our I remember at the gas station laying back on the seat. You know, ducking down low, you putting gas in your car, and you all low or laying on the seat, you know, and then walking to the zigzagging. What difference does it make zigzagging? Because you ain't zigzagging when you're giving the people your money. Everybody all like, yeah. The whole city scared.
Yeah. I used to walk to school.
Dave used to be out there giant. Yeah, little white friends. You went to black school, white school.
It was. I mean, we had, you know, black students and everything, but it was
a white school.
Mainly white.
When you hit this, we had black students and everything. So you are a black student and everything.
Yeah, I never had white classmates till I got to college in Ohio. That was the first time I had a white classmate or somebody in the school white. We just never had
no elementary, no junior high, no high school. Nope. Wow, that's remarkable. I mean, that is just remarkable. It's that seems like amazing to me because even in my time it was all mixed up. But you actually nobody in your class or in your school or just in your class. Molly. I don't know what happened.
I think, is he on mute?
We can't hear you, Molly. You can't hear him either, right?
No, I couldn't hear him either.
He must go and come back in. I think he went out. And I don't have any electricity, so I can't control anything in the studio. Because I'm in the studio just like you guys are as a guest. I can't even see nobody's what nobody's even saying.
How what happened to electricity?
On my phone. Well, around here it's like every month, one day, either it just goes out. It keeps going out, and I don't know if they're trying to put everybody on a power grid. Like some of us pay electricity, and some of us have electricity included in the rent. And I live in the mid-rise apartments, and around here, it's included. But in the garden in the back, those people have to pay electricity, and I think they're trying to get everybody on that one accord paying electricity or whatever have you. But every month, something happens with the utilities. You know, of course, after the first of the month, after the fifth, when all the rent is collected and is due, you know, that's when stuff happens. You know, the leading up to the close to the end of the month, everything is working good because they want you to, you know, pay them bills, pay the rent. Right. So
yeah.
So I don't know what's going on around here. It's another one of those days, and they're talking about this is going to be an all-day thing. So when it's an all-day thing, my internet, my laptop, my internet, everything I use, my fans, the speaker, everything, even the refrigerators and all that stuff. If it's a long time, you got to keep them closed. You don't want anything to perish, expire, you know, during the shut off. I'm just thankful that it's not a hot day.
Right.
You know, I'm just thankful that I ain't gotta sit out nobody house, suck up their air conditioner. It feels good in here right now, so it must be kind of cold outside because it feels good, but no power. And I'm talking to you from my cell phone, and I'm down to 54%, but I have a little charger. I hope this thing works to charge my phone up. We'll find out today. We'll find out today. So, yeah, I think it's on. I think it's. I can't see this little box. You see any lights on this box?
Yeah, I think I see. Yeah, I see two lights.
So that means that I have this is a battery pack. So that means I can charge my.
No, you got 1, 2, 3. No, you got 4 lights.
Oh, okay. Then it's charged up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can use this to charge the phone. As soon as I find a cord that goes to it, but it takes all kinds of cord. See the UBS ports and all of that. So just like a charger, yeah. And all it is a block. You just put it on electricity and keep it there. And it's good to have these power pack. Is a good block to have. It's not going to work. I guess I could put my laptop to it, but it's not going to work on the laptop because I don't have any internet on the laptop. There's no electricity. Because when I first had turned my laptop on, it says no connection. And it's just like, okay. So without the connection to the internet, I ain't watching nothing, ain't seeing nothing, no news, nothing. So that's where I'm at. And we wait for Marley Marl to come back. Marley Marl. David, is he back?
He's back. He's back. He's doing sign language right now.
Oh, we can't hear you, Marley. You say he's doing sign language. Can you hear me? It's the green lady done got him. You know, those are those old folks' tales. David, okay, growing up, did you hear any old folks' tales like that, like the green lady or the killer clown, or did y'all have any? Our thing was Bloody Mary. That's the only thing I remember coming up as a kid. It was like, Bloody Mary gets you, and Burnt Man and stuff like that. Oh, get you,
Yeah, so it was, what I mean, don't say Bloody Mary or something like that. No, in the mirror. Don't say Candyman.
That's since the movie Candyman, but I was a grown adult when that movie came out, so we didn't even know nothing about that as a child, And there was Dingaling Boy. There was a boy that was up in the tree, peeing on people naked, and we called him Dingaling Boy because he was playing with his junk. And the kids was out. We was at recess, like, oh, so that was, crazy stuff like that.
We used to live, which we found out later on, it was like it was a graveyard or something like that, for Native Americans or something. I can't remember the complete history or whatever, but we didn't find out till later on. And
like cemetery?
No lie, like every night around 12 o'clock, no matter how many times people would lock the doors and everything, the doors would open.
In your house?
Yeah. And we didn't we didn't find out the history. We didn't find out the history because my stepfather, he bought the house for real cheap and everything, and he was just sitting there because he's real big in church. He thought it was just quotation blessing or whatever. But later on,
it was a haunted house.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you said no matter how many times they locked the doors were still open.
Yep. The front door would always pop open.
That's crazy. Did they get new locks?
You said, did we get 2 locks?
Did you get new locks to put a bolt on it or with the chain or whatever?
No. We just after a while we just knew at like what was it, 12:05, 12:10, somebody go downstairs and lock the door again.
Wow. Somebody kept coming home in and out at 12 o'clock, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
it didn't scare y'all. Knowing as scary as you is, you mean to tell me that didn't scare you?
No, because I mean, I ain't gonna say I was used to the demons and stuff like that. No, but like I said, we was real big in church and everything and all. So I mean, I seen a whole bunch of crazy things. That's why when people say they don't believe in spirits and ghosts and everything like that. No, I do, because I've experienced all that mess.
Okay. Well, it's Tall Tale Thursday. Thanks for sharing about the creepy door opening up at the 12 o'clock. What else could happen in that house? Was that like the only thing, the down part about the house? That the door kept opening up.
Yeah. Yeah. My sister. Well, we just thought it was because she was a sleepwalker or whatever. But
oh, okay.
We would me and my mom, we would hear like noises and stuff like that. No, and we would get up and look at my sister's room, and she'll be trying to climb up the wall or whatever. And we didn't even think anything of it. We just thought, it was hilarious. Just like, she'd be like, Shrita, lay back down and go to sleep.
That's all she would say, lay back down. You ain't supposed to disturb a sleepwalker, David. That's what they say. I don't know why.
We wasn't doing research or anything, It's just, like I said,
lay back down and go to sleep.
Yeah.
She already sleep. Y'all talking to her like she up and knowing what she doing.
I can't remember where we was going or whatever, but my stepfather stopped at a red light, and we heard the door open. My sister was just walking down the street. I heard my mom said, Greg, go get her. She used to crack us up with that sleepwalking junk.
Wow. That could be dangerous, and shoot.
Yeah.
And y'all say just go get it. That's normal. It could have been her opening the door at 12 o'clock.
No, she was always upstairs.
And people didn't understand that back in the day, sleepwalking and all that stuff. They used to say spirits taking over your bodies and all that old witch and haint stuff. They didn't understand that kind of stuff. And when the people don't understand something, they say it's witchcraft. When people don't have a reason for it or they can't explain it, it's always something bad or evil. And that sometimes is not even the case at all.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. We thought the green lady got you.
Wrong with this? She probably did. I said her name too many times. You said it a couple of times now. You better be careful. Don't play by the green lady.
I don't even know who she is. Who never had that experience with that. Man. But I had some wild experience, but never with.
It'd be that. Then it was a man with the golden arm. You got to be careful from him. Yeah, cause they killed him, and they killed him because he had a lot of gold, and he invested getting his gold like ingrained into his arm so he can have a gold arm. So they killed him and cut his arm off. And then he started hunting all them people back he came back for his arm. So anybody that get that arm, Slim, my mother used to stay, then she came downstairs with a fake golden arm. We was like, oh, you got to get rid of it. You got to get rid of it. He just mess with us all the time, man. Green lady, he dressed up like her before. He's like, that's the green lady all the time. That's my mother. Like, messing with my brothers and them, I help her out. My older brothers and them, they used to be messing with us, man.
Scare y'all little butts. You and Didi, you and y'all scared and whatnot.
We used to be kicking it. Nah, but yeah, it just passed on, man. We used to hide in the woods and wait till the youngest go play basketball. Then we'd start making noise in the woods. They be scared, like the green lady back there. Oh my God, do all types of stuff. But that was the thing. I don't know. Their kids probably don't even know about that now in the neighborhood. You know,
they probably don't know about the green because those was back when we had those good old tales. Stuff has changed. We had to use our mind, our imagination, and that's why kids and stuff was scared. Nowadays, there's so much with the social media. Kids that they don't get a chance to experience that kind of stuff like we did. They on a totally different level than us, than what we had growing up. Totally different. They probably been unfought the green lady. Like, what green? What? Let me look her up on the computer on the internet. And we're gonna Google the green lady.
To my car.
I was thinking about this the other day, but I was thinking about it like the other day, but I really was thinking about it last night. Because I was sending Molly, I don't know how many videos ever know, probably turn notifications off or something, but them AI videos or whatever. I think, like I said, this is my thoughts, whatever, but I think you know how now when we watch the video, it'll be like some strange, it could be monster, it could be anything, and all we say is, oh no, this is AI. I think it's they're doing it and whatever, and also that when we see real stuff,
desensitizer.
Right. When we still see real stuff, we be like, oh no, that's just AI.
Yeah, I do. Sometimes they put the truth right in front of us, in front of our face.
Right. Yep.
And then we see it, we get so used to it, we're not surprised or shocked anymore. That's how they did cussing in the cartoons and stuff. Remember, it wasn't cussing in the cartoons. Now he's saying everything in the cartoons and stuff. Yeah. He's like, oh, if we heard somebody say hell or damn, it was like, oh, now they hell, damn, ass, and bitch. They even use the word bitch, and I'm like, they could, so they desensitize the kids now. And you right, by showing them so much stuff, they're not scared of no green lady. They're not scared of that because they're so used to it. Oh, that's just the green lady. That's my neighbor. It's like,
yeah.
And we growing up, we all scared. We scared to walk past out. Not these kids. It's a different time.
Oh yeah,
different era.
Yeah, definitely a different time and everything with the kids and everything. Shoot, like Salsa City, there's like a PG-13 a section or everything. And I told her, I said, because you can't cuss or anything like that. No, I said, so we can't cuss because basically what I was saying is, you know, I mean, the kids and everything that, you know, I mean, we can't cuss in front of is the same ones that will cuss you out.
But they had to learn from somewhere, huh? Don't say that. Don't say the kids are going to say that.
Shoot, nowadays I see kids. Nowadays, kids' first word, you know what I mean, ain't no mom or daddy, it's F you or something. You know what I mean? Like,
but you still had to teach that child that. What are you teaching the kids? It's the parents.
There's 3 and 4 year olds. 3 and 4 year olds.
You can't blame the kid. They know. You knew what was wrong and what was right to say. That's why if you cussed in front of your parents, you knew you was getting an ass whooping. You're like, oh, my bad. You know, it's just these kids know they wrong and they don't care. They just disrespectful. We knew not to cuss in front of other adults. It can get back to my parent. Hey, I seen your son on the bus. He was cussing like it's now they don't care. Like these kids be cussing. Hey, I'm about to go roll a blunt. They be saying shit right in front of adults, and they know nobody can't say nothing to them because if you do and you had to put hands on them, you going to jail. So they just really do what they want, and they not learning all this at home. They learn this on the internet. You know, we don't watch movies and shit, and we mimic movies we see, but it's certain parts in the movie we know not to say again around our parents, but we get amongst each other, we start to say those things. But now they do it in front of adults. They don't care. As long as it ain't their parents, they cool with it.
And sometimes it is sometimes it is the parents whoever they got on because you know what I mean, everybody's on this, you know what I mean? You know, like I said, if you got like a 3-year-old that's gonna cuss you the hell out. Some of these parents are thinking, "Oh, we're going viral."
Yeah, it's funny now. Until they get older, that's when I be like, "All right." They be laughing. Oh, you heard what he said? It's funny. Then he get about 8. You be like, "Hey, boy, don't say that." And he keeps saying, "Shut up, bitch." Like, hold on. Don't say it again. I'm gonna whoop your ass. And now he learned that. That's a new word. Oh, whoop ass.
Look, I wish Auntie was on today. She could tell you my favorite slogan was "Goddamn motherfucking bitch." Goddamn motherfucking bitch. I said them all together, just like you made me mad. Goddamn motherfucking bitch. I was the taller, but I quickly got out of that. When my grandfather heard me say that, crazy, what you say? Don't say that no more. You be like, oh, okay. You learn not to say it no more. I mean, because you learned that those was bad words. And you don't say them no more. That's that's putting it in that. Now the kids know it's bad words. There's no repercussion or consequences behind them saying it. They do like, why can't I say it? Shoot, what you gonna do?
I never heard my nephews and them cuss around me. And if one day they be like, oh, my bad, and it's the same energy we gave to our uncles and them growing up. And some of them grown now. And I got nephews that's in their early 20s now. A couple of them got kids and they still got that same respect, and it's like, I like that. And when they see other adults and stuff around, they treat them like if it was my mother or their grandmother. So, so I just like all kids should just have that respect amongst each other. Yeah, you're gonna crash out, you're gonna have fun, cuss, say whatever you want. But even when you're around other people out in the public, they don't need to hear all that. Your business ain't their business. They don't need to know you got to go buy perp 30 and go do some wild shit. But they want everybody to know that, oh, I'm bad. Like this what I be doing. I'm grown. I smoke weed. I heard a lot of kids all yesterday, little girls mostly. Oh, I'm about to go hit me a J. I'm just got out of school. I gotta hit me one. I'm about to roll up now. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? We in the corner store and they trying to get people by them roll-ups and people they're like, nah, eventually they gonna find somebody, but it's just like, damn, like they gotta be 13 to 14 years old, probably just starting high school, but they got the uniform on. They just cussing nonstop. Bitch, da-da-da, bitch, da-da-da. That nigga had the nerve to text me his dick. I was like,
that was like the girls at the school we used to work at. Some of them, they was, but then they say, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Molly. Oh, my bad, Mr. Molly.
Yeah, because I ain't allowed it, but like certain teachers did allow them to say certain things and do certain things. Then when they wanted them to quiet down or stop, they looking at them like, nah, you ain't been saying nothing this long, but it's like, nah, I don't play like that. Can't play with them.
You gotta get that respect going. Because if they feel that if they don't respect you, they're gonna run all over you. They're gonna run you up and down the basketball court, run you through the hoops. That's what you gotta get established. I don't play with children. I don't play. I don't even go out for recess. I don't play. You know, you gotta let them know, and then you gotta let them know. I can also. You could come to me. You could talk to me because I'm also a serious adult, and then it's funny. But you got to get that going with them. They gotta, know.
I just don't do nothing with kids. I wouldn't want nobody to do with mine. Like my daughter out and she got a teacher. I want her teacher and they talking to her about sex or anything outside of the norm, or think it's cool to like hit her and play touchy with her or something like. Hell no, but you got some teachers want to be so cool with the students that they do those things, and when things get tough and they need to really sit down, they not listening. They just like, man, shut up. It's just like they ain't got that respect for you.
Man, shut up.
Yeah, you started it.
Yeah, because you remember, I think it was on TikTok or whatever, where like the parent would go to the kid and be like, you can go in the bathroom for 5 minutes and you can say anything you want.
Everything you want,
yeah, you can cuss or whatever for 5 minutes or whatever like that. And yeah, them videos were going viral on jump.
Yeah, they call their mothers all type of bees. You this and this, you fat this and skinny this, you cracky. They was saying all type of shit. You say whatever you want about me. Like
you no hair, crack selling.
Yeah.
They would like they would give their moms their parents the business or whatever like that. No.
Hey, it works. It worked. Beast back. What is Beast?
What's good?
Oh, what's up, Beast? And this is last night we had a coworker. That left early or whatever, no, because he said he got a phone call or whatever, no. So he got on the phone and I, seen him all upset and everything. He said, man, I gotta leave in about an hour. I was like, well, what's going on? He said, they caught my brother smoking crack again. 12 years old.
Oh, wow.
12 years old. Yeah.
That's crazy. Crazy. Now that's somebody introduced that to
him. Poor baby.
Well, his dad overdosed. His dad overdosed. His mom, he was showing me, he said, he asked me, do I know his mom or whatever, and it said the name. I said, I got to see a picture. He said, and he showed me a younger picture or whatever like that. No, I said, oh, she does look familiar. Then he showed me a recent picture where she's all methed out and everything like that. Yeah, he was, But he was telling me about his brother, 12 years old, on crack again. I was like, wow.
Got me fucked up. You ain't gonna have time to find crack unless the teacher giving it to you. Like, I don't know what the hell going on. The 12-year-old got time to find money, then find somebody that will sell it to him. It's just like, or give it to him. It's like, come on, man. That's crazy. Kids find a way though.
Could be stealing it from home though.
Yeah, can.
Yeah, it's one thing if the family members on drugs, and that could be the way he's usually the first place that they experience to see it and learn from it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
I talk with my brother, man. Not the brother that just came here, but my middle brother, man. I watched him do drugs half my life when I was a child, from 5 all the way up to 16.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I mean, every drug. I done seen everything: crack, PCP, heroin.
Yeah, man. I had to watch with my parents, my uncles, aunts, all of them was on it, but It ain't make me want to do it. You know,
it didn't make me want to do it either. But I had access to it.
Oh yeah, boy. What I used to do when they leave stuff around, I used to flush it, like flush their straws, pipes. They be going around going crazy. One of y'all got my. I ain't care. I just ain't. If I seen a straw that was cut in a certain way, I know what it was for. I used to take them. I used to have drugs. I'm flushing them. I used to say nothing, man. They used to be pissed off, but that sucks. That's why I was so happy when my mother got clean, because I know where she came from. I was like, dang, this crazy. She joined the church. I'm like, I love this church. She anything that would keep her clean, I ain't care about it. I'm near with her. What we need to I'm near. But that was big, you know. That's why I said church do work for some people, man. And it worked for my mom's, but shit, drugs tough. That's tough. I was just up there. I told you, it was like 100 of them motherfuckers out there early, already nodding and stuff. It just everybody's everywhere. Then you got the more ice people.
Is it crack again? I mean, is that what?
It's everything dope, crack, Molly.
It's a lot of these very cheap. Yeah, these very cheap synthetic drugs that they lacing with fentanyl and stuff like that. It can be all kinds of cheap stuff. I mean, from meth to crank to synthetic weed to whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or just straight fentanyl by itself, you know what I'm saying?
So we ain't no better than the cities in Baltimore. Molly say they all out this time of day. That's just like all of them being out in that area in Baltimore, and they had that OD. They just falling out.
They doing stories on this joint up the street, man. This joint called Zombie Land.
Zombie Land. Yeah, I heard about that.
Wow.
It's crazy, man. Everybody know what's going on up there. It's just like they don't care to do nothing to stop it. They ain't gotta allow them people to hang out.
You seen the jump in Baltimore, the raccoon that was doing the lean? It was out in the middle of the street.
Oh my God, that was so funny, man. He was not.
Yeah.
That was too happy.
Nah, that wasn't AI.
Before AI.
This wasn't AI.
Yeah, it's before AI was really popping. But that shit was funny as shit, man. Somebody done gave him some shit.
He done found it. He probably went in some trash can or something like that and found that shit.
He couldn't even walk across the street.
Yeah.
Damn.
I gotta find that joint.
Damn, that's.
But everything you take, Reese, they probably buy that shit. They buy that shit. They like, what is it? Permethazine. These motherfuckers know all about medicine. No, you'll think these motherfuckers junkies. They know everything about medicine. They just need to look at the pill. They know exactly what it is, how many milligrams, and all that.
Do you know this is how stupid I was? I was at the bingo hall, and the lady that did it, she's no longer with us. Rest in peace. She was like, "Oh, I have a headache. Reese, give me one of your Percocets. You got," and I was like, "Oh, here's a couple of them," because you know, I was dumb because I didn't know what I had, and I was just like,
nice. Got pills.
You know, and then my girlfriend, she was like, "Don't give her no more. Make her buy from you." I said, "Buy from me for what?" She said she had a headache. It was like, "No, she gonna crush them up and snort them." I said, "What? She gonna do what with the rest of that? That's not how you take that." But I'm dumb. I'm green. You know. I'm like, that ain't how you take them. You see, that ain't how you use that. And that's what they was doing with the perks. They was crushing them up.
So that's why I couldn't be a doctor. I just be fucking with people. I'm like, look, before you take it, you want to crunch it up and snort it. You don't want to take it with water. You want to take it dry, hit your system a lot harder and fast.
That's crazy. And then you know, and then when I got a hip that I could make some money, I became for a little while allegedly.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't free when she told me what it was, and they was
what were they? Were they perk 30s, perk 10s, perk what?
They were 10s. I had 10s.
Oh yeah.
The hottest one.
The 30s are the hottest. Yeah,
they hard to find.
I didn't get those.
They don't give out the 30s no more.
Yeah, and then one time They gave
Small,
me
but
they was giving me the 10s, and they didn't have any 10s, so the pharmacy gave me the 5s. So I had a whole bunch of 5s. Instead of me having 30 10s, I had 65s. So, and it was like same, same difference to me. And I just did not know what I had. And I was getting them because they was giving it to me because I was in an accident. They was giving it for pain management. And they was like, oh, you could take this. Oh, I didn't form no habit because I wasn't taking them. The habit form,
so habits. They get shot or something and they gotta take these pain pills and they take them off once they heal up, but they've been on them so long, they start looking for them on the streets or find a crazy doctor that will write a prescription. It's been some doctors
out here. I didn't know that about my Xanax. I was like, they was trying to give me that for depression. Shit. I'm like, I don't want that. Xanax, I don't want no Adderall. I did not know those was the ones that make the money. And I'm telling them, no, I don't want that. And I'm like, why are y'all asking me for that? BC got them like, no. I was dumb.
All that shit make money. Insurance paying for them. Somebody's selling the pills. And just once they hit the streets, the numbers go up.
Didn't know.
They got Viagra.
Hey, Molly,
Cialis, all that shit.
I sent you the video with the raccoon.
Raccoon? You want to see that joint too, huh? He crazy, man. That joint was bad. He was done, Slim.
I never saw that, but what a way to go out. We could go out watching a raccoon nod. Is that what it was doing?
It was in Baltimore.
They keep trying for my location. TikTok.
But how you know the raccoon wasn't sick?
Sick. We know what sick is.
No, yeah. It was definitely sick. It was definitely sick.
Give your thoughts on it, Riri.
The raccoon is on the fence. Look, it's stuck. He's frozen, bro. The Dauphine lean, bro. He's on the fence.
Not the raccoon.
Bro, this is my dog. Baltimore's off the hook. Hey, that's the craziest shit I've ever seen. He's slow. He's so lean.
Raccoon.
No way.
That sounds like Rodney doing the commentary.
Baltimore.
Them niggas out here just gone, man. They got some shit out here though. Lean
it's like he frozen.
Yeah, he has a motherfucker.
Yeah.
He done. No, the sickest shit I seen where one of them joints got like hit by a car and the other one was over that motherfucker like crying and started praying.
I saw that one. And I was like, this gotta be, that had to be AI.
Nah, this for AI days. That nigga was done. He fainted. That nigga was like, that was his love, his life. Nigga just lost his first love. He was hurt. I felt that shit. Damn, man.
It was hurt. I saw that too. I was like, wow. They say, look, you can't tell me animals don't got no soul. Yeah, they do. They smart too.
I seen a jump where it said foxes. It says if a male fox's partner dies, is single for life. But if a woman, not a woman, but if a female, her partner dies, it finds a mate immediately.
Yeah, because I think at his age, the foxes around his age is already with someone, most times, and the ones that's young, they want somebody that's younger, but that's tough. Birds do that too. Certain birds mate for life. With one go, they just stick it out. Female or male, though, it's like it's just me to the end. That's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's still some animals out there that's hoes, though.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. Like the female lion getting heat if another lion kill her cubs. So It's like she hurt, but at the same time she go in heat. So he has sex with them and get
so
them
she
pregnant.
can make more cubs.
Yeah, but he won't take care. No, he ain't playing stepdaddy with nobody. That nigga kills all the kids.
Yep.
I said, damn. Ain't his bloodline, he get rid of it.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's kind of vicious.
Yeah,
Give stepdaddy a new meaning. Look,
Yeah,
well, that's
yeah.
been our time, y'all. We up here running, we over the limit. I got to get out here, and I just got to get out this house. I got to find. I'm gonna have to go out in the streets to find something to eat. We love y'all. Come back tomorrow for Freaky Friday. What's gonna be the topic for Freaky Friday, y'all?
I don't know. You gotta come and see. You never know with us.
I got a question.
Tonight,
Do goats have sex?
Tonight the podcast.
They can go have
Yes.
sex.
Tonight the podcast at 7 p.m.
Yep. LA and our boys.
LA the podcast. Hey, LA, I'm not doing no 7 to 8 hours with your ass either.
She said that every week. She do it anyway. You're gonna be out there, LA.
We play the game. Look, we be playing the game. You looking forward to it. David, you gonna miss the game again.
I got me a point on that joint this time.
You sure did. Molly got on the board. He got a point.
No, I'm not gonna miss it. I'm not going to work until 12. So.
Oh, yeah,
oh okay.
Might be still live though. Like, yeah, he definitely on it. I just be thinking like Family Feud answers when Josh questions. I try to think like I'm watching Family Feud. I know it ain't gonna be like a hood answer.
Because Josh
like
is you gotta think like oh yeah, thank you, Molly.
Yeah, you know.
There it is. Yeah, that's Josh.
Because the cities that Ken say, I thought for sure LA was gonna be on there.
Yeah, I did too. I was like, shit. I just started naming shit, hoping I get one. I was like, one gonna land and one did.
Saying everybody already been saying his name. Everybody been saying his name. I was like, no, it's LA, it's LA, but it was like, I don't know, like.
Look, Compton couldn't say it. Compton, Long Beach. I'm like, wait a minute. None of the barrios, none of no Brooklyn. He didn't have no Brooklyn, no Bronx, none of them. I'm like, what?
If you see my comment before the show started, I said, watch Richie say DC and watch Chow say New York.
Yeah, and DC, he said, nope, it's a district. He said it's not a city. I'm like,
we ain't a city. Right. Get out of mom, man.
Freaky Friday. Oh yeah, the ghosts have sex. That came from a movie that I saw. This man was humping the hell out of this ghost.
Well, the goat obviously must be having sex, or he having sex with the goat.
He was having sex with the goat. It's the guy it's Leon, the guy that played what you call him in the 5 Heartbeats.
He always plays.
No. Oh yeah, he played David Ruffin too. It was him. It was something Allen, and he was having sex with a ghost, but it was a succubus that was sucking his energy, and he was tearing that ghost ass up. He was in the bed.
And he played the Jesus or whatever that was dancing with Madonna and like a prayer.
That was him?
Yeah.
Are you sure that was him?
That was him.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go back and look at that video again.
Go check it out.
Wow. Leon and Madonna video.
Leon.
Yeah, that's his name. I got to do some intel on that.
And he played Above the Rim with Tupac in them.
Yeah.
Of course, he was the security officer that fell in love with
that was his brother.
Fell in love with the guy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He also played in. He played in some good stuff.
Yeah, he was Little Richard.
Shut up.
Yeah,
I've seen that
too.
too.
He was Little Richard.
I like how he did his little dance. He used to toot his butt. I said he put his leg on that piano and doing that little dance. He looked